it is Abigail here. So we are about to go interview, I say we, that's funny, you and I both, Mark and Will from Audio Adrenaline, two-time Grammy Award winner. So the crazy thing was that Mark was actually in Haiti when the earthquake hit. So we're going to talk to him and really get the scoop on what happened. So let's go take a look. Does this work? So, could you explain to us a little bit of why you were in Haiti when the earthquake hit and how long you had been there?
Yeah, well, about 5, maybe 6 years ago, we started an orphanage there called the Hands and Feet Project. We had one of our songs. We were in a band called Audio Adrenaline, and one of our tunes was called Hands and Feet. And it became kind of a bigger hit for us. And then that song kind of encouraged us to put our money and our time and our effort where our mouths have been. We've been singing about it. So we built this orphanage. In building the orphanage, I asked my mom and dad, who've been doing missionary work on and off through my whole life, really. Yeah, living there, living in the States, having a ministry here. But we asked them about 6 years ago to move there and kind of run the orphanage. So my wife and I, we were there taking one of our partners and his daughter basically down to look at the orphanage for the first time. And fortunately, they left out of Port-au-Prince the morning of the earthquake.
Wow. Wow, that's crazy.
Yeah, when my mom and dad were there, they spent the night in the Hotel Montana, which is they talk about this luxury hotel that fell down. That's the hotel. They checked out that morning and drove back to Jacmel, and then at 5 o'clock that afternoon, it killed 200 people. And the crazy thing was, I was supposed to be in Port-au-Prince that day, but we changed our plans and ended up in Jacmel, but we got hit pretty hard there too, really hard. But I'd never been in an earthquake, and it was terrifying. Yeah, it was pretty brutal. We were walking around the streets and it was just like, oh my gosh, houses down, hotels down, hospitals down, schools down. Just in Jacmel, 5,000 buildings were destroyed.
What was your experience when you knew, that Mark was over there?
Yeah.
Did you hear it on the news? Did you hear it from Mark? How did you guys contact that he was okay?
No, I mean, we originally had heard that there was an earthquake on the news, but we quickly started getting Twitters and emails from Mark and Aegis over there. But it was a terrifying week. We just, as a board and as people who love them, wanted to support them and the children so well. Yes. We wanted to rally and come to their aid and rescue them.
And where we were, we're not that far from the epicenter. The epicenter of the earthquake was actually in between Jacmel and Port-au-Prince. So basically on the south coast near Jacmel, we had almost 5,000 buildings destroyed. 3,700 homes. The rest were hospitals, hotels, schools, and businesses. So it's devastating. People right now are sleeping on the ground outside. They're desperate for tents and tarps still today. They're desperate for charcoal to fix their food. Many people have gone weeks without any treatments. And they basically come in to get their arms fixed, but they're having to cut them off because of infection and gangrene. The city, they gave out toothpaste to put on your nose so the smell wasn't bad. That's how they remedied the smell problem. And this was a nation that's literally the world's worst place to live before an earthquake happened. And you can imagine what it was like after. We've been blessed to have so much help from different people that we've been in contact with through the country, even around the world. We've been able to bring in supplies to Jacmel and help, but there is still a lot of need
Where
there.
can we go to donate money to Hands and Feet, and what will that money support?
You can go to handsandfeetproject.org.
Okay.
And it's really easy to donate. It's tax deductible, just like any charitable donation. But the money that we're taking in, probably the biggest portion is going to go to building new orphanages. I want to tell you one of the coolest moments. After seeing all this destruction and seeing bodies in the streets, still stuck in houses, seeing feet sticking out from... went back to the orphanage on Sunday morning, and we couldn't go to our church because it has a huge crack in it. So we had church at our orphanage. And 44 kids gathered together on that Sunday morning right after the earthquake, and they had church. And they led in worship, and they led in prayer. That's Otney right there. Messi G, his name means thank God. I think that's so cool, but he's a little crazy. There's Barbara, Claire, and Mama. I can't see her face, but you guys, to sit and watch these kids praise the Lord in the midst of tragedy, in the midst of sleeping on rocks because they can't go back in their houses, it was unbelievable. And a big portion of it's going to go to relief and supplies. We're an integral part, even though we're an orphanage, in the supply chain in the South Coast near Jacmel. We're partnered with the mayor, other orphanages, other organizations like Go Ministries.
I was going to ask how this is going to affect your guys' ministry and mission for the next year. I mean, I can't imagine how much this is going to reshape it.
It's drastically changing our vision.
Brand new.
And basically pushing everything up about 10 years. Now because of the earthquake, you know, a nation that's been forgotten by the world all of a sudden became the center of the universe, you know. Opportunity to change Haiti for 10 years from now could be a better place than it would have ever been if the earthquake hadn't happened. So go to the website, donate, help us build orphanages for some of these kids. There's going to be hundreds of thousands of kids left without moms and dads.
So ladies, this has been just an amazing journey, just seeing what these men are doing and just really living outside themselves and doing something outside of themselves, which I think is something we can really take from. So let's all join together, do what we can to help Haiti and support men like this. So thanks, girls.